Come here, son, nephew, young man. Let me holler at you. Tonight, Teofimo Lopez is taking on Josh Taylor. Teofimo Lopez is still running around saying he's the undisputed, or was the undisputed champ at 135, but he never fought Devin Haney for the 135-pound WBC title. But okay. And there's your first problem with Lopez. The guy is delusional. He can't take a loss without making excuses. And now he's got all these injuries and this and that. That, to me, that's a sign of mental fragility. He didn't do a rematch with Lomachenko. And when you look at a guy like Josh Taylor, a lot of people are saying that he lost to Jack Catterall. Catterall is out with an injury because Josh Taylor was going to go ahead and rematch the guy who they're saying is who they're saying actually beat Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor's crafty, he's scrappy, and he's been at 140 pounds longer than Teofimo Lopez. I think Lopez is the better athlete. I think he's maybe a tad bit quicker. However, he's got that Roy Jones Jr. type thing going where, because he's gifted athletically, he'll go ahead and make some fundamental mistakes. When Lopez lost to George Kambosos, see, everything Kambosos does, I think Josh Taylor can do better. And Kambosos gave Teofimo Lopez some real problems. But I don't recall hearing Lopez want that rematch with Kambosos. Now, maybe he couldn't make 135 anymore. I don't know. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say, okay. If you go to this YouTube channel called Boxing Gems, there's a very good stylistic breakdown, and where he and a lot of people who are familiar with both fighters are concerned, Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez's inside fighting game are night and day. From the outside, both have flaws that can be exposed. I think Josh Taylor hits a little bit harder. I don't think Lopez has the power to keep Josh Taylor off of him for 12 rounds. And I think Taylor can walk him down, get in close. But here's the key factor. I think he can frustrate Lopez. We're not talking about ordinary frustration. Remember, in Lopez's last fight, what's this guy's name? Against Sandor Martin. A lot of people think Martin won the fight, but after the fight, Lopez is questioning himself. They caught him with the camera, with the mic on, and they heard him question himself and say, man, do I still got it? But he gets on camera like, yeah, I'm unbeatable and I'm this, I'm that, and the other. He's also going through a divorce. And if you look at his mind state in his last few fights, God bless the guy, but I'm not sure if he's right mentally. So when you add that stylistic matchup, you add the fact that something's going on that might not be right in Lopez's head. Hey man, I'd have been through a divorce. I don't care what you say. Boxing is a killer sport. And he ain't got the tools to just go in there and kill Josh Taylor. He don't have the tools to just run through him like that. I think it's going to be a long night for Lopez. I think Taylor's going to win by a unanimous decision. I'm confident in it enough to put some money on it. I got to see what FanDuel has, but I'm probably going to put a small bet on the knockout, because here's the thing, man. A guy like Taylor, who's got that natural dog in him, see, Lopez don't do good when his opponent starts pouring it on him. He didn't do good in the second half of the Lomachenko fight or against Kambosos. Lopez is a lot like Mike Tyson. You stand still, stand your ground. You punch that joker in the face, and you let him know you ain't going nowhere, and you're going to keep coming after him for 12 rounds. He's not like Sean Porter or Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford, who's going to turn it up a notch and come right back at you. And Lopez starts to get gun shy. He starts to get frustrated. He starts to doubt himself. He starts backing up. I would not be surprised if Lopez's father, who is his trainer, has to throw the towel in. I'm not going to say quit, but if he gives the referee that language after getting busted up for 7 or 8 rounds, maybe even 10, to where the referee stops, I would not be surprised. I'm not telling you what to do, but I think I'm going to make a few dollars off of this fight. Go figure. You take it how you want to, but I just don't see. I think Josh Taylor's going to get inside. I think he's going to make it an ugly fight on purpose. I think he's going to get dirty with Lopez on purpose. I think he's going to talk some trash to him. And I think that over time, somewhere between 8 to 10 rounds, the fight's going to be over with, possibly. But definitely, at the very least, Josh Taylor by unanimous decision, to the tune of like 8 rounds to 4, maybe 7 rounds to 5, but I'm thinking more like 8 to 4, maybe even 9 to 3. Especially if Taylor comes out quick and comes out aggressive from the opening bell. If he does, Lopez is in trouble. I think Lopez is in trouble anyway. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit the like button. Share the video. There might be some boxing fans who are going to tune in for this fight. Might not have as many casuals watching this one. Neither one is really a household name, but I think it's a fight worth watching. And as always, never lose the will to win. Never lose the will to survive. Joseph Ben says, yeah, so Taylor, let's not forget T.O. Duck Regis. Hey, okay, that's a good example, because that athleticism, Regis Prograis possesses some of that. I can't remember if Teofimo Lopez is orthodox or not. I think he is right-handed. Prograis is left-handed, but as far as that speed and the athleticism, well, Taylor's shown you that he can adapt to that already. And if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember why Taylor didn't rematch Prograis. I can't recall that, but I can't necessarily say it's like him ducking him either. But hey, Catterall bought it to Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor's willing to get back in there with him. Teofimo Lopez hasn't shown that kind of heart, man. So I got to go with Taylor on this one. Taylor's a very respectable fighter. I've even heard Taylor mention moving up to fight Terrence Crawford at 147. You don't just mention Terrence Crawford's name if you ain't got a pair of stones between your legs, man. Because Terrence Crawford he's a different kind of fighter, man. He's an old school type of fighter. You saw what he did to Sean Porter after his trainer told him, hey, you down on the scorecards? Nobody's done Sean Porter like that, man. So to say that you're willing to get in there with a guy who knocked out Sean Porter, that says a lot about you as a fighter. I'm going with Taylor, man. I'm going to put some money on it, too. And as always, never lose the will to win, never lose the will to survive.